Robin from Rainbow Gardens here. Rain over the past few weeks has really boosted the growth of our butterfly plants in the pollinator garden, but you know what else it has boosted the growth of? Weeds! We definitely don't want weeds competing with our butterfly plants for nutrients and moisture in our soils, but we also wouldn't dare to think of spraying commercially made herbicides that are full of chemicals and toxic to our beloved bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, moths, and birds. What's a pollinator lover to do? You can either pull those weeds by hand, which is truly the safest method of ridding your pollinator garden of weeds, or you can make your own weed killer with natural ingredients that will be less likely to cause damage to your pollinators living it up in your pollinator garden. Today, we will give you the instructions for a non-toxic formula of weed killer that you can use to battle those pesky weeds without harming our favorite wing things. Let's go mix them up. You will need a bucket or container. You need something a little larger than 1 gallon. Long-handled spoon or stick to stir. 1 gallon of white vinegar. 5% to 20% is fine. We're using the 20%. 5% household vinegar will work, but it may take a little longer because of the lower concentration. 1 cup of salt. We are using Epsom salt, also known as magnesium sulfate, but table salt will work as well. Adding salt to the mixture increases the effectiveness. 1 tablespoon of liquid dishwashing soap. New spray bottle. Bottles that have been used before with other products should not be used, as they could contain residual product. Both vinegar and salt work together as desiccants to draw moisture out of the leaves of the plants. Vinegar is very effective at killing the tops of weeds, and its residual impact on soil is short, as vinegar breaks down quickly in soil. Salt is a stronger desiccant that can possibly kill some weeds that plain vinegar can't. Its residual impact in the soil does last a little longer than vinegar. Take care if treating weeds that are super close to pollinator plants, as the roots of the close neighboring plants could be affected. It is still best to pull weeds that are within your garden beds and use the DIY weed killer around the perimeters, walkways, etc. The dishwashing liquid works as a surfactant, a substance that holds and helps spread the weed killer onto the leaves, making the product much more effective. It also helps break down any waxy coating on leaves, increasing absorption of the product. Mix vinegar and salt together into a large bucket or container and stir until salt has completely dissolved. Stir in liquid dish soap and then pour mixture into a new spray bottle. Spray, don't dump. As noted before, there is some residue left over in the soil for a while. The less product that soaks into the soil, the less chance you have for the product to travel to the roots of neighboring plants, and the better your soil health will remain. Spray on a calm day when there is no wind. This will lessen the chance that a stray drop of your homemade weed killer drifts over to the plants that you want to avoid. Get up close and personal. Don't spray from a distance. This targets the weeds closely and again helps avoid that overspray, so the pollinator plants will be protected. Allow about a week for the product to kill the weeds. Store weed killer in a capped container in a cool, dark spot. Always remember, the sooner you can get to the weeds, the easier it is to get rid of them. Young weeds have smaller roots, which makes them easier to pull out. Stay on top of them and you might not even have to make a DIY weed killer. Mulching your garden is always a great way to deter weeds as well. We hope you feel that you now have a better option for treating weeds in your pollinator gardens. Let's kick the systemic chemicals to the curb and protect our pollinators from long-term negative consequences any opportunity that we can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.